say some days you're gonna win. They say some days you're gonna lose. I tell you, I got news for you. You're losing all the time, you never win. No. If you believe that's how it's gonna be, I better put you down. Get up, you take your up, you come down on the ground. You gotta save me now. You better turn around. And I looked around. I was heading down on somebody throw me down the line. This is some days you gotta give. This is some days you gotta take. That's the way it's gotta be. Roll it over and you will see. The city streets are full of people going nowhere, making time. The change from night to day is really only out just along the line. Can't you see the sign? When I looked around.
Good morning, my friends. 9:06. We're starting the week back over again. I hope your guys' weekend was a good one. There was a lot to do last weekend with the Food Truck Festival. That turned out great. The Marina's 29th anniversary party was a fantastic one from what I've heard. And it was just a great weekend all across the 618. I hope you guys enjoyed it in the great weather. And man, it continues. 63 degrees and it's still August. Life's looking good. Oh, and so I've been telling you guys I was nervous about getting my Ameren bill. Lower than last month. So we're really starting off the week on the right foot. Anyway, it's our daily show on this Monday morning. It is the 25th day of August. We got a nice show for you guys. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we're going to be talking to Meredith with the St. Louis Area Foodbank and getting the latest from that great organization. Then at 10:35, we're talking to Mary Cordes with Beyond the Shelves, and we're going to take a look at all what Hayner Library has to offer this next couple of weeks. At 9:07, in the meantime, here's what you need to know on this Monday morning. Make sure you download that RiverBender.com app today. We'll take you to Highland first. Gavin Charlman, a devoted emergency medical technician and firefighter with the city of Highland, tragically died in a motorcycle accident on August the 21st. Known for his unwavering dedication to public service, Gavin consistently responded to ambulance calls and supported his firehouse colleagues. The Highland Fire Department praised him as someone who always stepped up first and stayed last, and he embodied courage, compassion, and selflessness. His kind spirit left a lasting impact on many, and the loss deeply affected his family, friends, and fellow public safety personnel. Memorial service details will be shared in the coming days, and more on that statement from the Highland Fire Department is available at RiverBender.com/news. Also in the news today, Elizabeth Scarborough, 24, of Wood River, was charged with multiple felonies after allegedly leading police on a dangerous high-speed chase in a stolen vehicle on July the 22nd. Here's what we know. Traveling at 90 miles an hour in a 45-mile-an-hour zone, Scarborough evaded police until a tire was deflated by stop sticks. She eventually abandoned the vehicle at Argosy Casino and jumped into the Mississippi River, where officials took her into custody after she returned to shore. This incident mirrors a previous 2023 case where Scarborough fled from police while on probation. She remains in custody, pending further court proceedings. Also in the news today, a collision between two vehicles occurred at the intersection of Alton Square Drive and Homer Adams Parkway just Friday afternoon. This was a story that was highly looked at on RiverBender. The Alton Police and Fire Departments, they quickly responded to the scene. One individual did receive treatment on site but did not go to the hospital, while another was taken to a hospital with minor injuries. Both vehicles did sustain significant damage, leading to traffic delays during that cleanup, and authorities have not yet released details about what caused that accident. Emergency responders did work efficiently to manage that situation and get it cleaned up. Finally in the news today, First Mid Bank and Trust is alerting customers to an increased sophisticated social engineering fraud where scammers are impersonating trusted sources to steal sensitive information. Here's what we know on this. Now, these attacks use phone calls, emails, and texts with urgent language and personal details to gain victims' trust and access bank accounts. Despite some scammers employing AI to script conversations, First Mid emphasizes the fundamentally human and well-organized nature of these crimes. Customers are advised never to share login credentials or one-time codes over the phone to anyone and to verify any suspicious contacts by calling their bank directly. Additional safeguards include requiring dual approval on large transactions and avoiding unknown link that are sent your way. Education does remain key in protecting personal information and assets. And for more information, they're encouraging you to go to firstmid.com/fraud information. That's firstmid.com/fraud information. All right, let's take a look at weather. Man, this is going to be a great week to talk about. 63 degrees right now in downtown currently. It feels like 71. It feels like an early taste of fall, and that's what our weather notes say today for this morning and this afternoon. Tonight, clear, and it'll be cold. How about that? Hey, right now, air quality's at 38, which is good, and as for mold, that's low, but ragweed's high at 275, so be mindful of that. Today, temperatures reach 74 degrees and drop down to 50. Overnight as we head into Tuesday, and on Tuesday, a high of 74, a low of 48 degrees as we head into Wednesday. On Wednesday, partly sunny skies, a high of 76, a low of 58 degrees. And on Thursday, almost a spitting image of Wednesday, a high of 77, a low of 58. And then on Friday, partly sunny skies, high of 79, and a low of 57 degrees. I will take all of that, my friends. How about that for a great week of August? That's a look at the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now. It's 63 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like 71 out there for time and temperature throughout the day. 618-465-4545. This time powered by Bounce Back, Rehab, Recover, and Return Home. You can also stay up to date in real time all the time by downloading the RiverBender.com app today, or we can alert you with SMS notifications. And for my generation, that means text messages. You can text RB to 618-202-4618. That's RB to 618-202-4618, and we'll sign you up for instant weather updates and all of that great stuff. You know, we got another great sponsor coming on the show. Really excited to welcome on Keith Short and Associates, and they'll be joining us in just a couple of days, and we're going to be getting really some great insights on a lot of different topics when it comes to legal matters and really just the law in its totality, from medical malpractice to, really just workman's comp claims to anything you can think of, car accidents, you name it. Keith Shorts and Associates is really an advocate for you. He's told me some stories already before we've gotten even the segments going about really just being that advocate for somebody and making sure that they get that legal help that they need for the win that they deserve, and especially after some of these folks that you'll be hearing about with medical malpractice, you name it. Keith Shorts and Associates, boy, they're really expertise. They've joined us on a show a few times now, and it's been really great conversation. You guys have all liked them, and now we're going to welcome them back. You can learn more by going to KeithShortandAssociates.com today, and then we're going to fill you in more as Keith gets closer and closer to his first segment on the show. And, just like Keith, Mary Cordes of Hayner Library will be joining us today. She's been having a segment on the show with Hayner for almost 2 years now, and it's really great because each and every time she comes on, twice a month, I learn something new. And at Hayner Library, they have this great thing called the Library of Things, and it's kind of new at the library. It's a collection of non-traditional items that are available for free with your Hayner Library card. We're talking everything from microscopes to projector screens. If you wanted to have like a family movie night, especially with the weather cooling off and you wanted to worry about every mosquito in the world just jumping on you, you can put that projector outside, have a spooky movie night with the kids. I don't know, watch Goosebumps or whatever you do and enjoy it. They have ghost hunting kits. They have outdoor games, which is perfect for this time of year. Bubble machines, ring lights with a tripod if you needed it. What about this? A stand mixer because you got to get some baking done. Green screens. They got pickleball sets, metal detectors. There's seriously a ton of things that get added each and every time to this non-traditional checkout list. And you can learn more by going to HaynerLibrary.org today. That's HaynerLibrary.org. But really encourage you, if you don't have your library card, I talk about it all the time. And with your library card, you unlock so much. I mean, we're talking ad-free for free streaming with movies and TV. So that means you don't have ads and you don't have to pay any money to watch movies and television with Biblio Plus, which is available for free with your Hayner Library card. Make sure you get that today. You can go to HaynerLibrary.org. There's a drop-down tab, and it says, How do I? You'll click on Get a Library Card. You'll put your information and your address, and you'll just go pick it up at one of the locations, and you're good to go. The other thing I wanted to fill you in on real quick is that Hayner's events are filling up faster and faster, and I'm proud to say, it's great just to see it. They do such a great job producing their events, and really just a great time to be a part of them. From so many musical activities to family line dancing and all these different things like the genealogy services. They have some really great classes for that, really great speaker series, and so much more. Mary's going to fill us in at 10:35 today, but make sure if you're interested in some of these events and some of these courses and classes that you sign up early and you register. You can learn more again at HaynerLibrary.org. That's HaynerLibrary.org, and don't forget to tell them I sent you over their way. Also, remember, for all you Godfrey and Alton folks and even Jerseyville and everyone else coming into town today, Pierce Lane's going to be closed, so, be advised and use alternate routes. Alrighty, while I have you, now let's send you off to a look at downtown Alton on this beautiful Monday morning. Man, what a way to start the week. What a week to have. Ameren bill's lower than I thought it was going to be. Life's looking good. We'll be back in a bit.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelmarPublicHouse.com.
When you need a project done right, on budget, and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. We're grateful flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville. Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Have a rash, pink eye, or urinary tract infection and need care now? OSF On-Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Start a virtual visit 24/7, whenever and wherever you need it. It's just that easy. OSFOnCall.org/virtual visit.
Rock history hits the riverfront as multi-platinum powerhouse Puddle of Mud takes the stage. Hear fan favorites like She Hates Me and Psycho. Plus brand new tracks from their latest album. Get your tickets now, on sale through Metro Tips. Puddle of Mud, August 2nd at the Alton Amphitheater.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Sitting in the sun, I'm sure it'll hit me when I walk through that door tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna miss
9:23. Welcome back. Daily Show on a Monday. Sorry for that extended commercial break. I even threw in an old spot on you. Puddle of Mud was a fun show, though. And, always great when we get to explore area organizations and that do great things. And the St. Louis Area Foodbank is none different. Meredith joins us now. She is the CEO. And Meredith, thanks so much for joining us today. How are we doing? Meredith, can you hear me? Oh. I think we lost Meredith. We'll wait for her to call back here in a second, but they have some really cool food distribution events that we're going to be checking out, and that's why we had to play a little bit of an extended commercial break, because it took us a little bit to get connected, but I'm sure Meredith will call us back here in any time now, and we'll get the latest on this. But these food distribution events are a great opportunity to be a part of it, and really the St. Louis Area Foodbank does a lot of really great stuff, and they partner with some great organizations. So I'm sure we'll get Meredith back on the line here in just a couple of seconds, and we'll get this conversation going. My apologies for that, and that's sometimes what happens. But one thing I did want to fill you in on the St. Louis Area Foodbank before we jump in to the conversation with Meredith is the fact that, they partner with over 600 hunger relief programs, and they partner with these local agencies, including soup kitchens and pantries, shelters, and residential programs. And there's so many different counties that they're a part of in Illinois and Missouri, 26 to be exact, and distribute food to hundreds of thousands of people each and every year. So we're going to get more on that, and then these food distribution events that are coming up on Thursday and on Friday. Really excited about those. You can learn more stlfoodbank.org, as we're waiting to see if we can get reconnected with Meredith, and we're going to see if we can do that now. So why don't we do this? We'll take a quick pause, and we'll come back with more right after this.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelmarPublicHouse.com.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
No matter.
Welcome back. 9:30. We're having some issues getting Meredith on the line, which happens every once in a while. I haven't had that happen in a long time. That's okay. What we'll do is we had a really good conversation with duck pluckers just a couple of days ago. Shannon was great, and really it was just great to have everyone in the studio. So why don't we do that now? We'll get kind of reset here in the 10 o'clock, and you stay there and watch this great conversation on RiverBender.com and Roku TV.
When I walk through that door tonight, yeah, I'm gonna miss her. Oh, looky there, I've got a bite, all right.
Hey, okay, we're going to come back here real quick because we got to do some links here in a second. I'll grab that email about 9:27. And every year, Shannon, you were back with the duck pluckers, deer skinners, and fish hookers ball. I got it right this time because last year I said fisherman and I looked like a jerk in the first 30 seconds.
You just have to be careful when you say that.
Jason, yeah, no kidding. Jason, how are we doing today as well?
Doing great.
Well, we're a couple of weeks out from this. We're less than a month now. It's on Friday the 13th, correct?
It's on Saturday the 13th.
Oh, yes. Good. I looked at my calendar wrong. And Saturday, September the 13th. And this is one event that really just keeps coming back and getting better and better each and every year. And the big prize this year, I just got to talk about this. I mean, we have a chance to hunt wild boars from a helicopter, correct?
Well, usually I bring Jason along with me to field any questions about the ambulance. This year, he's fielding any questions you might have about a hog hunt. So.
Okay, it's hogs, right? We're going to go shoot them out of a helicopter.
We're going to shoot them out of a helicopter. And and this is a really big, it's an outstanding trip, really.
Yeah.
You actually get harnessed up inside a helicopter, on the side of a helicopter, and you're harnessed in, and you go up in the air, and yes, you get to shoot wild boar hogs.
This is, that's a trip of a lifetime for so many people. Yeah. Well, and now it's really cool that you guys have the prizes that you have, because last year there was some really great, prizes and different, like a puppy and really just some cool stuff. How are you able to develop and come up with such a great incentive to be a part of the event?
So we have an amazing committee. I can't say enough about them. Uh-huh. We have like 14 of us. Travis Tarrant, Brian Campbell, Gay Julian, Nick Wirtz from Wirtz Welding. He's new on our committee this year.
Nancy Simpson,
Joanne Adams, and then some of our folks here from the hospital. But we all get together and kind of just brainstorm. And those guys are very sportsmanlike. They all hunt and fish and things like that. So they come back with these great ideas to have at the event. Mm-hmm. So this wild boar hog hunt, this is a raffle, and they came up with the idea. And I was like, okay, guys, really? But they did tell me there was another organization up north who did this, and they sold 100 tickets. They opened their ticket window, and within 10 days had sold 100 tickets.
Wow.
And they're $100 a ticket.
Right.
So we know that people out there want to do this dream trip, so we said we'll give it a shot.
And there's a lot of places down in Arkansas where, this is a sport where the hunters will go down, but you're on the ground or in a tree, and you're boar hunting here. You're actually in a helicopter, so it makes it a little bit more
It's so cool.
enticing to them.
I mean, who doesn't want to say I just shot some wild boars or wild hogs out of a damn helicopter?
I don't know.
When you come back to work, you're the coolest guy for a few days, or girl,
Well, they say, most wives are not going to let their husband spend $6,000 on a trip, but their wives might let them spend $100 to maybe win a $6,000 trip.
Absolutely.
And it's for two people, so, two guys can go, or if you can talk your wife into it.
That would be cool.
I don't know any of those husbands.
And the committee every year, Shannon said, everybody brainstorms ideas. So last year, the ATV, the raffle on it, and we tried to bring back new ideas. So it's not the same thing every year that
right.
Everybody has different sportsmen. That's why it's the duck pluckers, deer skinner, fish hookers. Everybody has different sports. So we try to put things out there to our audience, what they may like to do, fishing trips and different hunting trips and things like that.
Well, and if you don't think the wild boar helicopter hunt for two is for you, which is $100, are we out of tickets yet?
No.
Oh, good.
We're only selling 150 tickets, and we're right at 100, I believe, is what are left.
Well, and see, I love that incentive because you feel like you have such a better ratio.
Yeah.
It's not me going to the boat,
Right, exactly.
Plus, it doesn't stop there. The freezer of meat's what I'd want to win, especially the way you go into Schnucks and you're just hoping that there's a refinance line in there somewhere.
Well, and I have to tell you, we always use a local person for the meat. So this year, our Heitzig Farms out of Jersey County,
Cool.
they're doing the beef. They're doing a quarter beef, and then Fritz Processing gave us a gift card, so you can go in and choose what you want outside of that beef, and
Really
then we
cool.
give you a gift card to the local farm and home to get your freezer. So you're getting a quarter
Nice.
beef, you're getting $100 to go to Fritz and pick out what you want, and then you get that freezer. So yeah, everybody's if you got to always worry about
Something
what's
for
for dinner.
everyone.
That's
now you
really
know.
cool.
Yeah.
Or you could just win the wheelbarrow of booze.
Well, there's that. Yeah.
And that comes in, our sponsors,
Yeah.
that sponsor this event. And, like Shannon said, they are just outstanding to us, and they give every year, and we appreciate that.
They see Mary
I
Norman
bet.
is on our committee, and she does the rounds to our local Riverbend bars and restaurants, and they're always just so giving. A bottle of this, a bottle of that. It ends up being a collection, and then we raffle that off. So we appreciate them doing that every year for us.
Absolutely. Well, CJ, what if I can't make it to the event and I want to be a part of the wrap? We got you. It's just that simple. I'm just going to take you right to my screen here. You see this? Go to the event link, which is At.we're.com, but also we'll just put that link into the RiverBender.com article.
Yeah, and then they can follow our Facebook
Yeah.
page. I post a lot of stuff there with links on it
And
as
then
well.
look at this. Get your raffle ticket. So we see the awesome flyer there, plus that. I just love the logo of this. To me, that just sold me. I'm in, But also, here's where you get them. And you can purchase that ticket for the helicopter hunt, the bourbon raffle, the meat raffle, and the wheelbarrow of booze. The bourbon raffle, what are we talking about?
Okay, so
here?
the bourbon raffle, we do this every year, and again, it is one of those that, like Jason said, we like to change things up, but when something works, we're going to keep doing it. And so we've got some folks who know some stuff about bourbon on our committee. Brian Campbell of Coleman's Country Campers, Gay Julian, and then this year Nick Wirtz of Wirtz Welding. He's on the bourbon committee. So they each collect whatever bourbon it is that they think is
That's
the hot
cool.
stuff. And so we're up to, I think, 6 bottles right now, and then they're still adding to it. So,
Oh, man.
Yeah. So for $20, I don't let my husband drink bourbon because it's too expensive for my blood. He's a Busch Light kind of guy, but for those who do enjoy that brown water, this is a collection that's worth your $20 chance.
Oh man, well, and it goes towards such a great cause,
Absolutely.
and that's really where I think this is so cool. It's not like you guys are, using this and making, yourselves rich off of it. You're going right to our ambulance services, which we're all going to utilize or know somebody that's utilizing here eventually soon. soon, if not already.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think one thing that's important for our listeners to know is that, this is not just Alton Memorial, Alton Ambulance.
Right.
You've got to think of all the miles that we cover, Jersey and Macoupin and Madison counties. And these guys are in those trucks everywhere. So, we're reaching out to all of those communities to help us raise these funds to replace an ambulance every year that, you rack
expensive.
the miles on them.
Yeah. Well, Jason, you're the manager of EMS at Alton Memorial, correct? And now how many miles do you guys rack up on these vehicles in the span of its lifetime?
Between the 911 calls and the transfers, like Shannon said, we run about 375 square miles between those counties and the transfers, so just one transfer back and forth, even to Barnes Hospital. And that's, what we consider long distance, but we, Chicago, Southern Missouri, Southern Illinois, usually about between 50 and 55,000 miles a year on each ambulance.
That's incredible.
It's unbelievable. The crews are very busy, have about 14,000 calls a year. So, they're out there, and we know these trucks are expensive, and it takes
Lucky
quite a
for
bit of money.
us, we've got a good relationship with Winter Circle in Vivalto. They're one of our sponsors, and anytime something needs done on those rigs, Danny is right there to help
really
us
cool.
with those.
Well, and I'm sure for your paramedics and your EMTs, the folks that are riding in these ambulances, to have proper equipment and to have updated things, it makes working in the morale a lot higher there at the emergency department too.
It does. Having great equipment means a lot, and then also the mutual aid that we run. We run mutual aid with a lot of other ambulance services in a lot of other areas. Every ambulance service is busy. They're always busy. So making sure that Alton Memorial, we have the right equipment in the right place at the right time for our staff to have the paramedics and EMTs be able to do their job and take care of your family. That's what we're looking for.
It was wild
100%.
to me. My first year at the foundation, I got to do a ride along. You watch it on TV, but when you actually got to ride along with it, the equipment that's in those ambulances, where they could do an EKG and it already goes back to the hospital, so that when you arrive there, they know what's going on and you don't have to wait for that test to be done. So,
and we're looking,
the technology is amazing.
The technology, telemedicine is coming real soon to be able to have the doctor look right at the patient while you're treating them on the way to the hospital.
Wow.
So if they're having a stroke or something like that, the doctor could actually see the the signs of the stroke. So if there's a bad injury, the doctor's looking at that injury when they see it. It's coming, and the technology is just growing.
Well, and see, that's why it's great to support events, just like this, because it all goes back towards, having that life-saving equipment. Because we all want to be in a vehicle that has everything possible to save us or keep us safe as we can be on the way to really get treated at the hospital. And I think that's so important for the community. So you don't have to be at the event physically to purchase tickets, do you?
You don't have to be there physically to support the event. You can do that by purchasing the raffle tickets online. We usually have upwards of 400 people at this outdoor event.
Yeah, no, it's full. This ain't
it's very close to being full. If there is somebody out there who's interested in attending an event, reach out to our department. We do all of our sponsors. They get seats with their sponsorships, and sometimes they use those, sometimes they don't. So if we have some left over, we will open those up to the community. So if they follow our Facebook page or that website, Monday morning we'll be opening up any seats that we have still available for purchase. And that $100 ticket provides you with
an outstanding meal.
Jason.
An outstanding meal.
Fill me in on the meal.
So Morrison's food from the hospital, and that's what a lot of people think,
it's so good.
It is unbelievable. You will have a steak, honest to goodness, and I'm a big steak eater, and from here in the local Riverbend area, eating at all the restaurants today, I love a outstanding steak, and Morrison's able to do it the way they cook them, the meal that
so they're grilling steaks right there in front of everybody. 400 people.
You want them rare, you want them medium, you want them well done, they'll throw it on extra.
They'll
and have
give
it well
you a
done.
look if you say well done.
Yeah. But when you could cut that kind of that
filet of
meat with a plastic fork, it's outstanding.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Well, and honestly, it shows you how good they are to do 400
They
of
do.
these
They
things.
do an outstanding job for us.
Well, when we have those North Alton Godfrey business guys, I am so happy when they're at Alton Memorial because you know the lunch is fine. I mean, lunch is the best.
I think we may have run out last time. Right. But they cover, so you get the meal is covered in your ticket price. Donna Wald, we work well with them.
They're great.
And they provide the beer and seltzers that are canned. Then we have Bella Milano's, who does our cash bar that's available. This year we're going to have a couple specialty drinks sponsored by Wirtz Welding and Tarrant and Harmon. I think they may or may not have bourbon in them, I think. So
I know one of them.
Yeah, so that covers that. We also have the quail flesh at the event. So
yeah, that's what I was going to ask you about next. Tickets, are they available for that still?
So if you come to the event and you want to participate in the quail flesh, you just go online and pay ahead of time for that quail flesh. It's $30 a person, $60 a team, and you are working towards winning the coveted Homer Clark Quail Flesh Championship.
Yes.
Title. Last year, please don't let me get this wrong because I'll never hear the end of it. Last year it was Tyler Shopper and Martha Morris's husband, Alan. Yes, those two won last year. I had to think about that. Sorry. They won it. I'm telling you, it's cutthroat. I bet. The year before that, it was Dwight Wirtz who won, and I mean, these guys go neck and neck about it. They want to win this coveted title. So the family of Homer Clark, and Homer Clark was in the Guinness Book for trap shooting.
Oh, wow.
So his family still lives here locally in Fairmont, and Mary Jo is one of his daughters, and Shelley. Mary Jo comes to the event, and she presents the award to the winner of this quail flesh trap shoot. It's something. They are competitive, I tell you.
Can I tell you the first time I kicked up a quail? I went hunting for the first. I didn't know that kicking up meant you didn't kick the bird in the head. I got one before everyone else did that day, and I also got yelled at for killing the bird.
Boy.
But
and a lot of people come out for and they watch it and say, hey, I'm going to do that next year.
It's so fun.
It is fun.
Well, and what I think's so cool about it is a competition, and people want to win this thing. But what I think's cool is just you always see, I've just seen photos of it. People are having the time of their life out there and just really enjoying every moment of it. Yeah. And to have this component of it is really what makes the event so cool because there's so many different activities and really something for everybody at the event.
And if you're not someone who shoots or hunts, the Nilo staff is amazing. Yeah. They have 5-stand shooting, so you can go and do 5 stands, and they'll show you the proper technique of how to hold the gun and aim and all the safety aspects of it. So if you've never shot and you want to give it a shot, you can give it a shot. If you want to try it, you can do that, and they'll help you out. So
really cool.
Yeah. We also are having a launch golf. So again, if you don't shoot guns but you want to shoot, launch golf. We are having the Community Hope Center. They're going to be at our event this year, and they're doing the launch golf. So you can shoot a golf ball out of one of those CO2 guns.
That's pretty cool.
And the closest person to the target will win a prize. So yeah, there's something for everybody.
Nice. Well, and honestly, as we keep talking about this, once again, if you're just tuning in, this is all about the 16th. Wow, we're already at 16 years for this.
Yes.
Duck Pluckers, Deer Skinners, and Fish Hookers Ball. It's on Saturday the 13th.
Right.
Because, I can't read a calendar. Yeah. And you really need to be a part of it. What's the dress code again?
Actually, I wore my army green because it is anything camo. This is not your average black tie affair. Mm-hmm. So anything camo. We've got gals who come in fishnets. They've made it into a dress or something like that. Mm-hmm. They're very creative.
Waders.
Boots. Yeah.
Fishing hats.
We actually have a competition for dress. Liz Campbell and Jessica Grace come from Brush Boutique, and they present an award for the best dressed. And
I love it.
Yeah, it's hysterical.
What I think's incredible is I'm on your sponsors page on the website, and it took me about 15 minutes to get to the bottom. I don't. It's really cool though, because you have so many different types of businesses from all different industries that come together for this. Because really, we all should when it comes to supporting our first responders, and it's really great to see that it's all coming together and working out better and better each and every year.
Absolutely,
we're very blessed to have them.
Yeah,
that's really why on that website we made it so that you could go there and you can click on those links to those businesses. You know, we want to thank them by driving folks to their websites. You know, there's different levels of sponsorships, all the way from $10,000 sponsors to $300. And every penny we're so grateful for, because it helps us keep our costs down to put on the event, because it's not cheap to put on an event.
No.
But, you know, we really appreciate everything that they've given. And they're always so genuine about it. You know, they enjoy the event, or if they don't come to the event, they're always saying, you know, I hear this is a great time, but that's not my thing, but ambulances are important and I want to support your event. So we're very blessed.
It's really cool. And now, are T-shirts still available?
T-shirts are available, yes. And this year we are working with Tonser Custom Decal, and they are doing the shirts for us. And on the back of the shirt, not only will you have the coolest logo ever, because it says it's a duck plucking good time, underneath that logo, there will be the logos of some of those businesses to show that they supported our event.
And it's great to highlight them, because it's really it's such a great cause to support, and
we couldn't do it without them.
No, and you really can't, because I couldn't imagine the cost to put an event like this on.
You don't want to.
And I'm glad Shannon takes care of that side there. Her and the foundation, you know, they do an outstanding job, and they do. They support us very well, and not only, you know, the ambulance.
That's what I was going to ask. Does it start and end with ambulances, or is it more than that?
The foundation at the hospital supports all the departments in the hospital and the outside communities, everything that they do, education, the whole night. You know, they do an outstanding job. Not only for us, this is a big event. I took over as a manager in 2012, and the event, you know, started in 2009, and I wasn't that familiar with what I knew it was the duck pluckers. Okay, they go do an event on Saturday night, until after their first year that I attended, and then on the backside, after I joined the committee, seeing what the foundation does and the committee does is just unbelievable.
We asked our accountant to tell us how much we'd made since the beginning. It started in 2009, so to date, it was just a little over $1.5 million.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, and honestly, and it's one event per year, correct? It always has been. There you go. I mean,
and I can't take credit for that. I mean, I've only been. This will be my fourth event.
Right.
The folks in front of me, Kristen Ryrie and Marlene Lewis, and then their committees. You know, they had Mary Lou Cowsley, who was so involved in it. Nancy Simpson has been since the beginning. Gay has been since the beginning. Irene McLaughlin. Just a lot of folks who are just very big supporters of Alt Memorial.
Jeannie Truckee, all the years, and all the time that they had spent.
Yeah.
We're
they
collaboratively working together.
They came up with an amazing event, and I think that goes to show that it's still going on 16 years later. Usually an event happens, it'll last a few years, and then it kind of fades away. When you have a waiting list for an event, you're doing something right. So
it just shows. Well, you're right.
Unique is a good thing.
You're absolutely right. And just for the folks that are going, hey, so give us the full lineup of events. Let's do it. There's trap and skeet shooting from 4 to 6. The Homer Clark Quail Flush at 5 p.m. The old school silent auction from 4 to 7. I'm really dangerous at those. So I walk a fine line. I always find the person that really wants the object, and I will start. Oh, you kidding me? I will get you to spend and spend. But one time I almost got stuck with 5 items. I was down to the last couple of minutes, and I thought, here it comes. Every bit of the karma I got to come my way.
We used to do so at COVID. They went and did an online auction, so everything was from your phone. But our committee, after we were cleared from BJC as far as being able to be out with people, they said, we want to get rid of those phones. We want to do the old school thing. And that's why I think you're right. There's so many of them who are like watching, who's over there,
and
who's bidding on that.
And as soon as they get a notification, ding, and you just have to get yours, and you're getting it. Somebody, it was crazy.
That's 4 to 7:30 p.m. What's some of the silent auction items? I know there's always thousands.
We did something different this year.
Oh.
Again, I'm glad you said that. We did a Amazon wish list, and we shared that. You see teachers do that sometimes to help with their classroom. So we came up with an Amazon wish list, and we went in and we picked a bunch of items that we thought would be super cool to have on the silent auction. And they range from $20 to TVs and so forth. And we've had so many people from our community go on and just add something to their cart. It was easy peasy. Click on it, and then it got sent to my office. So,
Are you serious?
Yeah, my office is it's like Christmas in my office. Like
It is.
It's fantastic.
That's incredible.
And there were some names on there I'd never heard of. Like, so, people in our community are, really supporting us and that Amazon wish list. Now, with that being said, we've also reached out to some smaller businesses because we want to support our local small boutiques and things like that. So we've reached out to some other, small businesses, and we're doing some wish lists there that you would go into the business and see, what's on the duck plucker list, and buy something there, and then we'll go pick it up.
How long do we have to do that?
That will probably be through like the first week of September.
Just so we can put that in the article,
Yep.
because that's a great incentive too. I
We'll
love how
add
you're
that.
spreading that across the community and going back local.
Yeah.
The dinner and live auction is 6 to 8. Now, do you have an auctioneer?
Oh, yes.
Can I tell you about my one time I did the auctioneer? I was at the Metro East Humane Society, first time doing it, and I watched Storage Wars the night before. I'm like, I'm going to do it like that guy. I did okay. We got some thousands raised. But some lady yelled at me before it even started, and I was really kind of nervous about the whole damn thing.
Boy.
Yeah,
It won't happen at this one. Everyone's having a good time.
Yeah, we have Mr. Mark Harmon, and
there you go.
There you go. So
That's
everybody
the
knows.
expert.
Everybody knows Mr. Harmon, and
this isn't his first rodeo.
No.
He's done it several years.
And he does an outstanding job for us, and he really works the crowd really well. And it is funny when you get to the live auction, and how he goes back and forth, and it's great.
Now, are the live auction items? What are those ones? Those look.
This year's a big year.
Sounds expensive.
Yes.
This is a big year. So, this event, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, it's hunting, fishing, so it's all going to be guy stuff. Well, I think it has in the past been a lot of focus on the gentlemen's prizes. Well, this year we've added a few elements for the ladies.
Yes.
We have Lauren Wright from Instaglow in Edwardsville. She's putting together a package for a ladies spa day. And then Liz Campbell and her gang out at Brush Boutique, they're doing another type of ladies package.
Margaret Freer.
Our friend Margaret Freer always does
boy.
a Louis Vuitton purse.
She's the best.
It is locked away in my cabinet right now. I may or may not have put it on my shoulder and looked in the mirror.
One of these years, I might buy it for my wife. I don't know.
You might have some people up against you this year, Jason.
Yes.
So those are some of the ladies' things. And then we obviously do still have some other things for the fellas. We've got some fishing trips, some hunting trips.
Wow.
We've got a Lake Tahoe trip.
And we have been confirmed. We haven't put our finger down on it yet. We do have a puppy coming.
Do we really?
It might have long blonde hair this year.
Oh, wow.
So
a little bit of a change.
A little bit of a change. We usually do a lab puppy. This year,
I heard the lab puppy last year. That was like the battle of battles.
We had two last year.
Wasn't it the battle of battles?
We had a chocolate and a blonde, and it was a battle. Two went home, and both of the owners named them Goose. They didn't know it.
But they named
them Goose.
I love that. So this is really cool. So from vacations is what I'm calling it, because anytime you get to go fish or go hunt somewhere else, that's a vacation. You get to have the time of your life. The sporting event tickets?
Sporting event tickets. We have tickets to Washington Redskins versus the Chiefs.
Oh,
nice.
Cardinals tickets. Mm-hmm. And I think there was something in there with the Blues tickets with possibility of riding on a Zamboni if it comes through.
Working on that.
Working on it, but St. Louis Blues tickets.
Man, I'd have to watch. If I won that, I'd have to watch what I drank that day, though. You don't.
There might be a clause. There might be a waiver that you might have to sign if we get that to come through.
But this is so cool. Plus the other online raffle items like the Wild Pig helicopter. That's going to be the coolest thing you've ever done. I mean, just going to be honest with you. The bourbon collection. I saw a few of the pictures in there. If they match up, that's a hell of a deal right there too.
Well,
if you
and the
can
bourbon
win.
thing. We did add something yesterday. You weren't at this meeting. Gay said, what about if I do a bourbon and cigar party at her house? So they're going to host a party at their house, and bourbon and cigars are provided. And my husband and I bought that at Gog Bop in Grafton, and we took, I think there were, maybe 8 couples. That was a fun night. It was.
I bet it was
really neat night, and I learned so much about bourbon. I really didn't know anything about bourbon. Did a few tastes of it. I'll still stick to my.
Hey, some people like to rise. Yeah, some people like to rise. Some people like single barrel.
Yeah.
But there are some with our the bourbon committee. They bring in certain barrel picks. And that's
incredible.
and like a lot of people like the 12-year Weller. So that's
that's in our collection.
and that is in the collection this year. So another 12-year Weller. And there are outstanding bourbons. It isn't just like, you go to the store and, just pick out a bourbon that you're going to sit there and drink. These are very fine, nice bourbons. And it's well worth it.
Well, and honestly, for $20, I mean, why wouldn't you take that chance anyway? Or any of the items, all of that's really a great opportunity. Buy 10 tickets, for $120, you're still saving big on all on all of it. And it's, again, going back towards purchasing an ambulance. And how many ambulances do you guys go through a year? Is it one? Do you try to recycle or try to get rid of one a year that's kind of outdated?
We try to definitely rotate one a year. We were on a 2-in-1 rotation.
Okay.
2 1 year, one, and COVID really put a damper on that. And then the manufacturers got behind because everybody, during COVID. So it kind of put us in a bind, and they were still trying to dig out, trying to keep the production lines going. But it does take, by the miles that we rack up on them, to replace one every single year.
Well, and honestly, I think we forget so many times that, this area really has a lot of rural to it, and a lot of, country roads, and the wear and tear I'm sure that does on the ambulance is a little bit harder than what a city street does,
Correct.
too.
Yes, it does.
Well, and whenever it comes to down to it, how long does it take to kind of get the funds after this event's done to start the purchase process of that, ambulance? How's that process work?
Well, we're done at the end of the night. Those funds are there, and if the ambulance, if there is that need, then we start that process immediately.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So to go to our leadership, and then I bring it to them and say, hey, this is the one we're going, and then they go through, their tiers through BJC Corporate, and we put the PO out there and contact the vendors, and we get it ordered.
That's really cool. So it's a very quick turnaround if you need it to be. Well, and now what's the goal this year? Do you guys have a financial goal in mind?
Well, let's
Go
see.
ahead. Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Our goal has always been 200,000. My director, he wants me to up it a little bit to 225, and I say I'm always one to shoot for higher. So I'm shooting for higher.
225. Now, are we almost there? Are we close?
Well, we are right now going in higher than we have ever gone in.
Incredible.
Besides the COVID year, because the COVID year we had a couple people who weren't able to donate the year of COVID, so the next year they donated double.
Gotcha.
So we're going in. I think if you look on our screen there, what does it say we're at now?
$134,875. You're close.
And I remember
the
year we broke 175, and the outstanding party, that night when an announcement was made, and then the year we broke 200,000.
Yeah.
When we broke 200,000, the night that was given, President Dave Brosh walked up and gave the announcement, and everybody just erupted in applause, and the band started playing, and it was just 200,000. You would never guess, and that's the foundation. How they do it, I don't know how they do it, but they do it.
It's incredible. Well,
yes.
And how awesome is it to come together and celebrate something really, really cool, too, like that. And that's just the power of community. And before I let you guys go, we've been talking for about 30 minutes now. But it's always great to get all the details out. Give us the overview of the event one last time, and we'll talk again soon.
September the 13th, Saturday at Nilo. There will be some general admission tickets that will go live on our website on Monday. If you're interested in it, you can check out that website.
How much are tickets?
Tickets are $100.
Really good price.
$100, and that covers your steak dinner, your beer or seltzers, and then we'll have a cash bar. We have the quail flesh, and all of that information is on our website. We do still have spots that we will take for full tables or single seats. If you need those, just reach out to us, but they're filling up quickly, so reach out to us if you are interested.
Absolutely. Jason, anything to add?
No, that is awesome. Thank you for having us today.
Thank you for having us, and thanks to all of our sponsors and supporters. Like I said, we are just overwhelmed every year. Every year I say, I don't know how it'll get any better, and then people just come out of the woodwork. It's
come
amazing.
up with new ideas, and
Yep.
just bring something new to the table every year.
Great people do great things. 9:58, a little bit of change. We'll take a quick break, come back with Sydney Singh. She's going to fill us in on Blog Talk next.
Oh no, another bad headache?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to see your doctor. OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back. 10:04. Little bit of change on this Monday morning. Back to business here. Top of the hour news now at 10:04. Here's what you need to know. Ashley Wilson, a dedicated bodybuilder and personal trainer from Highland, focuses on helping women of all ages achieve balance in their fitness journeys and having overcome her own struggles with eating disorders since starting workouts in 2016. Wilson emphasizes a lifestyle that blends healthy eating, fitness, and mental well-being. While her coaching includes structured workouts and meal plans, she encourages clients to enjoy treats and rest without guilt, promoting a sustainable, non-restrictive approach. Recently, Wilson competed in bodybuilding, winning first place in the wellness category and highlighting discipline and personal growth. Now she inspires clients to find their happy medium and celebrates every step of their progress. A full write-up on that profile available at RiverBender.com/news. Elizabeth Scarborough, 24 of Wood River, charged with multiple felonies after allegedly leading police on a dangerous high-speed chase in a stolen vehicle on July 22nd. This is a follow-up to the story we reported on just about a month ago. Traveling at 90 miles an hour in a 45-mile-an-hour zone, Scarborough evaded officers until a tire was deflated by stop sticks. She eventually abandoned the vehicle at Argosy Casino and jumped into the Mississippi River, where officers took her into custody after she returned to shore. The incident mirrors a previous 2023 case where Scarborough fled from police while on probation. She remains in custody pending further court proceedings. Also in the news today, 4 individuals across the Riverbend and beyond have been charged with felony stolen vehicle possession in Madison County. Here's what we know on these. Paul Owens of Alton is accused of possessing a stolen 2014 Jeep Patriot. Brett Lauder of East Alton allegedly possessed a 2001 Suzuki motorcycle. Jonathan Graves of Wilsonville faces 2 counts related to stolen motorcycles and additional burglary charge. And Maureen A. Myers from Holly, Michigan, was found with a stolen 2021 Jeep Gladiator. The case is presented by local law enforcement agencies, and all on these dockets have been granted pretrial release. Also in the news today, First Mid-Bank and Trust is alerting customers of an increase in a sophisticated social engineering fraud where scammers impersonate trusted sources to steal sensitive information. This is a pretty serious one. Now, these attacks use phone calls, emails, and texts from urgent language and personal details. They try to gain victims' trusts and access bank accounts. Despite some scammers employing AI to script conversations, First Mid emphasizes the fundamentally human and well-organized nature of these crimes. Customers are advised never to share login credentials for any reason or one-time codes over the phone, and to verify suspicious contacts by calling their bank directly. Additional safeguards include requiring dual approval on large transactions and avoiding unknown links. Education does remain key in protecting personal information along with your assets. For more information, firstmid.com/fraud information. Another thing we are following today, even though it's just across the river, there was a house explosion in Florissant. It rocked neighboring area businesses and it shook area buildings. Right now, what we do know, it was on Candlewick Drive in Florissant, and no St. Louis media is already over there. We're going to be having a story and a write-up, I'm sure, soon, but there was that house explosion today. We are following that. Wanted to put that in the news brief as well. That is something we're following. That was on Candlewick Drive, and that was in Florissant, but multiple area businesses and buildings shook from that explosion. You can see area video online that shows the aftermath of that. Right now, finally in the news today, Taylor Sandberg, 26 of Alton, faces 7 Class X felony charges for sharing child pornography through the Kick app. Here's what we know. Authorities allege that in April of 2025, Sandberg disseminated videos depicting prepubescent males in explicit acts. An investigation triggered by a cyber tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children uncovered not only these videos, but also graphic conversations from November of last year between Sandberg and an alleged 13-year-old via Snapchat. Further information links Sandberg's accounts to the offenses. He admitted to viewing and sharing the content during an interview in August. Sandberg remains in custody at Madison County Jail, awaiting trial. At 10:09, that's what's happening around the Riverbend today. Let's take a look at your weather at 68 degrees. Feels like 74, and today mostly sunny and nice and an early taste of fall. Tonight, clear and cold, and that's the way I like it after 90 degrees plus and feeling like we were on hell's back porch. Today, air quality's not too bad, 37, which is good. Mold is low, but ragweed's elevated today in the high category, so be mindful of that. Now, here's what the next 5 days look like. I mean, we're getting blessed. Today, temperatures reach 74 degrees, drop down to 50 overnight on Tuesday. Sunny skies, a high of 74, a low of 48 degrees. Oh, yes, oh, yes. On Wednesday, cloudy skies, high of 76, a low of 58. On Thursday, partly sunny skies, a high of 77, a low of 58 degrees. And then on Friday, sunny skies, a high of 78, a low of 53. And that's a look at the next 5 days. That's a look at the last work week of August. We're through it. Man, September's on the horizon. Labor Day's right around the corner. We're all doing pretty good today. Hey, well, I have you. Let me fill you in on the Alton Jazz and Wine Festival. This is always a really great event. The Amphitheater Commission seriously does this one up right. One of my favorites really throughout the year. Alton Jazz and Wine Festival is perfect. This year featuring the Red and Black Brass Band, Jim Manley and Arville and co. This is going to be awesome. Now, you know, what I think so cool about this is they turn the Alton Amphitheater into a literal jazz club. It's amazing. They got tabletops up there. It makes it like a bistro and a nightclub. It looks really cool. They have charcuterie boards from Brown Bag Bistro, wine that's going to be sold for the event. Plus, what I think's really cool, if you just kind of want to go out, listen to some great jazz music, it's going to be literally perfect this weekend. What are you doing? Go out there on the riverfront when it's 70 degrees in the afternoon and it's going to be 60 at night with that river right there. Boom. Perfect date night weather. But my point is, you can get general admission tickets for this for $10. And these are some of the best musicians in jazz around the country. I mean, Jim Manley's done it all. And Red and Black Brass Band, if I can do my job correctly, has been fantastic since 2020. I mean, literally 2.5 million Twitter views later, and boom, they're up and running. It's just an incredible thing. You got Arville and Co., who is absolutely fantastic. Now, doors open at 6 p.m. on August the 30th. That's this coming Saturday. This is the Alton Jazz and Wine Festival. Get tickets now. Get general admission for $10. What are you doing? Then you walk around, grab a charcuterie board, grab a bottle of wine. You, your loved one, some great music, a beautiful night on the river. What else do you want? Alton Riverfront Amphitheater.com. That's Alton Riverfront Amphitheater.com. And get your tickets at MetroTix.com. And don't forget to tell them that you know who sent you over their way. Let's take a quick break. Come back with more after this.
Get you some of this laid on back. Kick your shoes off, kick them off. Get you some of this slow down fast. I'll take you up and down these hollers and hills. Let me show you how country feels.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelmarPublicHouse.com.
Hey, well, we're going to come right back. Sorry for interrupting your commercial break. 10:13, a little bit of change. Just an update on that explosion in North County. What we're hearing now, Fox 2 is reporting that several homes are now on fire due to that explosion in North County and Florissant. The incident first reported at around 9:30 a.m., and that was in the area, like I said, of Candlewick and Belcroft. So what we have now are reports, and I got them texted to me, of folks that really could hear that large boom similar to that possible explosion. And folks in the area said it vehicles shook, local buildings shook, businesses shook. It's unclear what led up to this incident. Police are even unsure right now if there's any injuries. That was reported as of 10. And this is, once again, we're taking some of this news from local affiliates. This is a developing story. We have someone en route over there to get more to this, but multiple homes are on fire after an explosion in North County, St. Louis, in that Florissant neighborhood. We'll keep you updated when more details do emerge. I know, like I said, we have someone getting ready to go on the scene now. We'll have more updates for you, have more local coverage, but something we're following today. And we'll keep you posted when more details do roll out. At 10:15, that's a little bit of just a breaking news alert. We'll come back with more Daily Show right after this.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelmarPublicHouse.com.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
No matter the season, Played Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Played Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville. Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back. Hey, a lot happening this morning. Don't know if you guys know this, but part of the press chain with the White House, and just wanted to give you an update, just because this has been a kind of just a fast-moving Monday, and so many accounts from both the local level, which Riverbender is on, getting ready to be on scene, and we'll have some live updates for you on that really bad explosion on Candlewick Drive and nearby homes on fire. We have folks that have said that they felt buildings shake for miles around it, so we are going to keep you updated on that. That's just what we know right now. But currently what we also know, and this is from Sophie Hill. She is the in-town pool reporter in Washington today from the Christian Science Monitor. She's a writer for them. She has just filled us in that the president began speaking at 10:48 in the Oval Office, and he spoke mostly about crime until 11 Eastern time, so about 20 minutes ago, he began signing orders. He kept speaking. He signed the first executive order about ending cashless bail at 10:02 our time, 11:02 Eastern time. Then at 11:03, President Trump signed the next order, which addresses cashless bail policies in D.C. specifically and holding people in federal facilities pre-trial. That was at 11:03. The next order addressed crime and law enforcement in D.C., including charging various federal law enforcement agencies with hiring additional personnel to surge officers to D.C. The president signed it at 11:05. He said he thought Congress should codify this order as well as the others. He spoke about the auto pen for a bit before signing the fourth order. This is all from a readout that's sent to the folks that are in the press chain and within the White House. And the order cracks down on flag burning, the president said. It charges the DOJ with investigating and prosecuting instances of flag burning with the actions violating the First Amendment, and that's just some of the executive orders, some of the color from the Oval Office today, but the big ones really are this, and that was that first executive order, and it's about ending cashless bail. I don't know currently much on what that executive order is. I normally get those sent to me right afterwards, so we'll see more about that and what it means. We'll see what Illinois has to say about that and Governor Pritzker just in his response. But that next order addressed cashless bail policies in D.C. specifically, and then that third order came in and charged various D.C. law enforcement officials with helping with the surge to get police officers in D.C., and then that fourth order was to crack down on flag burning. So just a little update for you out of Washington. Mary Cordes will join us in a couple of minutes, but really just a busy news day for not only the region, but also the area. And like I said, we're going to be heading down to the scene if we aren't there already, and we'll be having some more updates for you when it does come to the nasty home explosion that just took place merely an hour ago in Florissant. So we'll keep you updated on that. Right now, while I have you, let me fill you in on this out of Woods River, because this coming weekend is Labor Day weekend, and I don't know how many of you are can you guys let us know if you're business owners, if you're going out of town on Friday, so we know how late to stay in the office. Anyway, people gathered along the streets of Wood River on Saturday morning to celebrate the annual Wood River Labor Day Parade. It did begin at 10 a.m. at the Emmerich Sports Complex. Chris Rhodes has this and a little bit of the sights and sounds of it. Actually, the full parade is available at RiverBender.com/video. Great coverage by Chris Rhodes. The parade proceeded south along 6th Street, turned west on Ferguson, and concluded at North Haller. Representatives from each labor union participated in the event, and they distributed candy to parade watchers as they walked. The parade also featured a backhoe and other equipment with the Wood River Police Department, and just wanted to give you an update on that parade as well. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with more Daily Show right after this.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville. Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Lennox system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back. It's a lazy welcome back. Welcome back. That was kind of lazy on my part. Mary, good to see you.
You too.
How is your fall week starting off?
It's okay. It's our,
It's
what,
false
for a Monday,
far.
it's okay.
It's false fall.
Yeah.
It'll be 100 degrees in a couple of weeks again. No. Let's hope for the best.
You know what? This weather is so beautiful. Oh my gosh.
I don't want to work today. I was telling everybody upstairs. John doesn't want to hear this, I'm sure, but I was telling everybody upstairs. I said if I was in charge, I would say, because we're in media, so we can have more fun than most offices.
Right.
do what you can at home today.
Yeah.
Enjoy the weather.
Yep.
Sit on your deck.
It's beautiful.
CJ,
It's
drink
beautiful.
7 beers. No, but that's okay. We're all here.
Yeah.
And really, Mary, take me through the latest from Hayner Library. What's coming down the pipeline?
We've got a few more days for patrons to donate crayons. So for those who don't know, we're doing a National Crayon Donation Month. So you can stop by the library if you have a bunch of crayons at your house, which we've had a ton of donations. So apparently Alton's full of crayons. So if you want to drop those off at the library, we'll collect them. And then at the end of the month, the last day to donate is August 30th. We'll be donating those to Riverbend Head Start. So it's going to be new crayons, old crayons, whatever you want. We have that happening. We've got a couple of other programs coming up. I don't know if you... Okay.
Yeah, fill me in.
So we've got another Alzheimer's Association education workshop. So we've been partnering with the Alzheimer's Association for different workshops. And one of them coming up on September 18th is managing money, but this is for caregivers. So this is for those dealing with loved ones or friends who have Alzheimer's, dementia, some kind of memory loss. This is going to be at our Alton Square Library from 6 to 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, September 18th. And you can come, and they'll have the Alzheimer's Association will have someone in there talking about how to put financial plans in place. So tips for learning how to manage someone else's finances, how to prepare for future care costs, and the benefits of early planning, because that can really, as most people know who've had to deal with that can be a serious strain and drain.
Well, and that's really so important because, we talked about this before. There's so many people that go through that, and you feel like you're on an island, and really to have a group around you to talk through is really important.
Yeah. And then on Tuesday, tomorrow actually, our next cookbook book club meets. And so we are doing cookbook selections from the Cookbook for Kids, the Better Homes and Gardens new junior cookbook, and the Rachel Ray Yummo family cookbook.
That'll be fun.
We're trying to do a family cookbook club this time. So you still have time. You can stop by the Alton Square Library, take a look at those 3 cookbooks that we have on display at the desk. You choose a selection from there, and we make a copy of the recipe. Then you bring the recipe and your actual recipe that you've made to the library tomorrow from 6 to 7:30 at the mall library, and we have kind of a potluck of all the people that are participating, what they made, and then you can talk about cooking tips, tricks.
Is that pretty full?
It is, yeah. We get a lot of people that participate that, and then
do you ever get somebody that comes in with store bought and no one notices?
No, not that we know of. Not that we know of. Although one time a lady came upstairs. This program takes place downstairs in the library, but at the same time we were having a program upstairs at the mall library, and she came in carrying this tray of, I don't know what it was, but it smelled so good. And she's like, I'm here for the cookbook book club. And I was like, well, it's downstairs, but if you want to drop some of that off,
you go ahead and just dump it.
It smelled good. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that you're doing that though. That's a really cool opportunity for folks.
Patrons really like it. It's been popular, and they've had a good time. And honestly, we've had some people that are new cooks, and we have people that are seasoned cooks, and seeing the two of them interact has been, types of people has been really fun.
Who was that one lady on PBS that cooked forever? She was the older lady, but she cooked for like
Julia Child.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Julia Child. Yeah.
Because I saw some video of her crying over some cake the other day. She was.
You know what? She was so great because she was just like, it happens. You flip something over, it falls on the counter, it happens. Scoop it up, and people.
It's like America's grandma, right there.
Right, exactly. So
that's really cool.
Yeah, and one thing I was going to point out for tomorrow, we actually have a network going down. Mm-hmm. So if you,
I saw that on your site.
Yeah, if you need any kind of, so tomorrow from 11 o'clock until we're not sure how long this could take. It could take several hours. The phones will be down at the Alton Square Library. So if you need to get a hold of the library, you can call the downtown library or the genealogy library. But also if you are planning on coming to the library tomorrow to print or to use the computers or do something like that, actually at the library, fax, scan, all that stuff, it's going to be down. So you'll want to come to the downtown library or the genealogy and local history library, because we'll be able to help you there, but the network switches are being changed over at the Alton Square location. So that's from 11 till we don't know, but we'll post online and on our social media accounts when we're up and running again. So just a heads up for tomorrow at the mall library. So
that's really good to know too.
Yeah, it is, because we don't want people to make a trip all the way out to the mall, walk into the mall, and then find out, sorry, we can't help you. But all of our online applications should be good to go. So our website should stay up. I say should because, when it comes to tech, you hope so. But our website, ebooks, databases, all that kind of stuff should be up. So,
That's really good.
Yeah.
Well, and also coming up on the 20th, is that Friday, the 29th?
Think so?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, good. Yeah.
You have this really cool thing called Teen Expressive Art.
Yeah. So that's for the teens, obviously. So we have our teen programming. Megan Dees has been doing such a great job with the teens. And one of the things that we've asked them is, what kind of programming do you want to do? What kind of things you want to see in the library? And they're really creative. They really like being able to make things come in, whether that's art, whether that's knitting, for hats, gloves, scarves, that kind of thing for the Nearly New shop, that kind of thing. They love doing that. And so one of the things they said they wanted to do was an art project. So on Friday from 4 to 5 p.m., now that school's in session, we're back to after school hours. From 4 to 5 p.m., teens can come into the mall library upstairs in our teen room, and they can work on an art project. So
Wow, I like that though, because it really seems like your teen program is doing really. How would your summer reading end up?
Summer reading was great. We had a ton of kids participate, and I'm actually I'm getting all the numbers together right now. I just finished up. Hopefully next time I'm on, I'll have some numbers for you for all of our participation from last year, whether it was adults, teens, kids, all of that.
That'd be
but
cool.
Yeah, we had a really good turnout this summer. We were really happy with it. So yeah. And speaking of the teens, we have a duck costume contest coming up. So on starting on Tuesday, September 2nd, so next Tuesday, teens can stop by the library. The mall library. They can pick up a little duck. We'll have not real, little fake duck, and you can decorate your duck.
Oh, okay.
And
I thought
so
you dress up as
like a duck. No, people have asked us about this. So you stop by the library, you pick up your duck, you decorate it, and then we will have it out throughout the entire month of October. All the ducks that we get, we're going to have have people will be able to vote on their favorite duck, and then that winner will be announced in November. So
that's really
you have the month of September to pick it up and decorate it. The month of October is when we'll be voting, and then we'll let people know the winner in November. So,
and just note, the library will be closed on Monday.
We will be for Labor Day.
Oh,
thank you.
Also,
Sunday and Monday, actually.
Oh, so, actually, really good point to make. And then wanted to bring up a couple of other things too. What is this Mick Vickar, the trickster?
Oh, McVicker the trickster. So
I gave it too much flair.
That's okay. So for those of you who love magic, and I love magic.
Magic's fun.
It is fun. I because I am.
I had a magic mouse in here before.
Oh. Do you still have that? That's the thing I am most scared of.
It was held in captivity.
Oh, okay.
It was a captive mouse.
Okay. I was like, I'm going to feed her up off the ground.
No, I got one today, though. I had a cockroach fall from the ceiling.
Oh, I can handle bugs. It's mice.
See, I
mice
can't
are
do
the
that.
things that I'm most scared of.
I'm ready to jump out of this building right now.
I'm the same way with a mouse. So that's why I was like, wait, let's elaborate on that for just a second. So, no, on Tuesday, September 9th, so 2 weeks from tomorrow, we have Josh McVicker, who is just a fantastic magician.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming, and he's going to have a magic routine that is actually, it's for the whole family. So you can bring the kids, you can bring grandma, you can bring grandpa, and have a good time at the library. That is from 6 to 7 o'clock at the Alton Square Mall Performance Room. And he has performed at all kinds of different places. He is in the Midwest. He's worked at Red Robin, Six Flags Mid-America, St. Louis College of Pharmacy, Lake Forest University. He's gone to all of these.
That's cool.
I think all 50 states he's performed in. So he's very, very good. So, and he's kind of a jokey kind of comedian.
He's a trickster.
He's a comedian magician. So,
nice. Yeah. Also, on the 10th, the following day, is 6 to 8 p.m. Family Album and Trilogy. This is cool. 2 films by Gene King and Ann Morrissey Davidson.
Yeah, yep. So we have Gene King, who's an Altonian, and she actually happens to live near me. She is the story. It's her family's story, but Gene is a composer, and so she writes beautiful music, and she has written a new book. And she has put this whole performance to song and dance. It's telling her story, her family's story, in 4 parts: our ancestors, our immediate family, our generation, and our next generation. And so she composed the they created a film. She composed the music for it, and they're going to be bringing it to the library, and they're going to have it on September 10th at 6 p.m. at the Genealogy and Local History Library. So if you like song, if you like dance, you'll want to come to this because everything that was composed by Gene. So it'll be performed at the library.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Well, and also, I mean, you guys have a ton of great events coming up. And then one thing I want to point out is Sacred Spaces of Care has a really great event scheduled for September is that the 11th, I believe?
September 11th,
And that's going to be about substance use and recovery, and they're a great group. And now they've met a couple of times with you guys.
We have a partnership with them, Sacred Spaces of Care, along with the Metro East Recovery Council. And so we have had one in July, one in September, and then we have one planned for November. And they're at 6 o'clock. They take place at the Genealogy and Local History Library. And so Sacred Spaces of Care and Metro East Recovery Council will come. They'll have someone on hand to talk about substance use, substance abuse, and recovery. And so they're judgment-free sessions open to anyone. So whether you are dealing with it, whether maybe you have a family member that you're dealing with or a loved one that's going through that, you can come. They'll talk to you about the recovery process, resources that are available, and try to get you the help that you might need. So
absolutely. Do you have a moment to take a quick break with me?
Absolutely.
So before we take a quick break, we do have an update on the national story we are following, and that's the key points on this new executive order to eliminate cash bail that just came in a moment ago. This is going to be federal. The order argues that cashless bail is dangerous, but also here's what the policy is. Within the next 30 days, the Attorney General is going to compile a list of states and cities with cashless bail policies covering crimes like violent offenses and more. The list will guide where consequences fall. Now, here's where it's important on this executive order. Federal agencies are going to review funding, grants, and contracts going to those jurisdictions, and some of that money may be cut off or suspended depending on where they see fit. So that's an update out of Washington. We'll keep you updated through our AP feed. We'll take a quick break and come back with the Hayner Library next.
Oh no, another bad headache? Yeah. Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and it will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganast Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganast Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nistello on RiverBender.com.
Let the cop chase us around. Past is gonna something might be found to take its place. Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy.
Welcome back. 10:45. Man, a lot of news going on today. It's always when you're on the show. Have you noticed that?
I have noticed that there's just a lot going on
Well,
in general.
normally
so.
I don't interrupt anyone else, but
Yeah,
it's you always
yeah,
get the
well,
break, like
Monday morning,
the
maybe.
important
I don't
news.
know. Maybe it's a
there's a
Mondays.
guy on one of the networks. He's on at 3, and every time his show comes on the air, they kick him off
kick him
because
off.
they got to go to Washington or something. He's
Yeah,
like, well,
yeah,
okay, my
yeah.
whole show will be tomorrow. So
I know. I've noticed that weather events always happen between 4:30 and 5 when Jeopardy is on,
Yep.
because I tape Jeopardy and I God, I sound old tape. I record on my DVR Jeopardy, and then I watch it, and it's always like, some tornado comes through, and I'm like, oh, right during
They
Jeopardy.
loved it at KTRS because
yeah.
Mizzou they covered the Mizzou game, so
Yeah.
the afternoon drive show loved it because they were off like a half hour,
Right.
an hour early.
Right.
I don't know how that works. In national, I feel like you have to stay.
Do you?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you're paid the big bucks.
That's right. That's
And
right.
I'm not.
So.
And so, what about this? This is an Illinois Libraries series, but it's Finding the Clues. This is really cool. Then and Now with Steve Burns.
Steve Burns. Yeah. So Steve Burns, for anybody who is interested, there's two ways I know Steve Burns. I have my youngest sister is a lot younger than I am. And she was a Blues Clues kid. I was not a Blues Clues kid. I was way too old for Blues Clues, but she was. And so I sort of vaguely remember Steve from Blues Clues, but I remember Steve from the Flaming Lips because he's a member. That's the same person. Steve Burns is the singer in the Flaming Lips. He is also Steve from Blues Clues. I know him from the Flaming Lips, but he is actually going to talk. We have this program called Illinois Libraries Presents that we belong to, and it's all the libraries in Illinois that want to participate. We combine our funds together, and we have this consortia called Illinois Libraries Presents, and it allows us, they're all online programs, so you can view them from the comfort of your own home. You can also come to the library during those programs, and we'll get you on a computer and pop in some headphones.
He'd be a great interview.
Yeah, and so that's what it is. It allows us to be able to get nationally known speakers, authors, writers, musicians. We've had Will Shorts who writes the New York Times
Danny
crossword
Trejo
puzzles. Danny
on there,
Trejo
yeah.
was on there, and then they have a lecture series, and so that is something that we belong to, and so he'll be on there.
I think that'd be so cool. And these are why I like the program, because so many times we're just flying through life, and like just to take an hour and do something like this is a really great opportunity for free.
For free. And they're nationally, a lot of them are New York Times best-selling writers. We just had Colson Whitehead, who wrote The Nickel Boys and the Underground Railroad. He's been on there. We've had cooks, New York Times best-selling cooks, cookbook writers. It's just kind of a wide variety. We have them for kids, so we've had cartoonists on. It's just a really fun program. They're only an hour. At Christmas one year, in December, we had the Nutcracker Ballet from the London Ballet was on, so you could watch that. It's a really good program, and like I said, they're all free. You just have to go onto our website, and you can register, and then the link will be sent to you, and you can watch it. So.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
well, and honestly, that's what I find fascinating. is the fact that I Googled him while you were talking.
Yeah.
His Instagram handle is Steve Burns Alive. Because there was many death rumors about him.
Yeah, I think it's like him and like Paul from the Wonder Years. There's like
Macaulay
all these
Culkin was dead 14 times too.
Yeah, exactly. So Steve is alive.
Yeah.
Steve is alive,
Man,
and
that'd be so
he'll be performing for the library in September. So yeah.
So that's gonna be really. Now, how do you sign up for that? Is that an online link?
It is an online link. So you just go to our website. You can go into our events calendar and search for Illinois Libraries Presents, and then they'll come up, and you just click on the link. We have the link included in the posting, so it's really easy. You just click on there, register, and then they email you a registration link.
What do we got cooking for October?
October's coming up, so we actually have our newsletter should be out and hitting people's houses, mailboxes. We just sent it to the printer for the editing process. So it takes us about 2 weeks to get that done. Then it takes them about a week or two to actually print them and mail them out. Mm-hmm. So those should be coming to patrons' mailboxes in late September. And it's going to have a ton of programming. We have our information about, it's actually going to be a huge newsletter. We have so much coming up this fall that I'm really excited about. I can't wait to talk to you about some of it. Still confirming
that means
some
we get
of it.
the news.
You do.
I am. I'm going to be a speaker there. I'm going to talk about how to be a public nuisance.
We've got some really fun programs coming up. We've got some really interesting programs coming up. We've got some programs that we've not done before. So we have a lot coming up for the fall. So I definitely want people to make sure they get their newsletters, because we've got some really good stuff coming up.
Well,
in the
and
fall.
we had such a wet summer. It's going to be a beautiful fall around here.
I hope so.
Oh, man.
I sure hope so. Yeah.
It's really cool. Did you get your Ameren bill yet?
Yeah.
Oh, did you see? I was really nervous, and I was kind of crying, and I went out to the yard to dry heave so my family wouldn't hear me. No.
No. So it's funny you say that because yesterday we walked around turning off the air conditioning, opening up the windows.
We did too.
Last night,
Yep.
Paul's like, should we turn the air? I was like, nope.
Yep.
Nope. We have given airmen enough of our money. We are going to just deal with no air conditioning and a fan. So.
I said that my day's going well because my bill this month was cheaper than last. Because last month I was like, Joe, I'm never going to financially recover
from your electric bill. Yeah.
I'm excited for that interview that Corey scored. Did you see that?
No.
Corey Davenport, he got Joe Exotic on an interview.
Really?
Excited to hear about
so
that.
I only know that person exists in the world, but I don't know the details of who that person is.
So we were talking with Lacey, and I didn't know that he was like the Tiger King, and all this crazy. He was an illegal animal trader, is what he was.
Okay.
And he had this rival, Carol Baskin, who allegedly killed her husband. Allegedly. I have to use that in quotes. She might sue to this day. And he went to jail for ton of bad stuff. He's still in jail.
Oh, okay.
That's where they did the interview from. They called him collect call.
Wow.
I wonder who paid that one.
Yeah.
But he's trying to get like Trump to pardon him now, like Joe Exotic is. He's like doing this whole thing.
Okay.
But he was in Alton with one of his shows.
Lacey and I. So that's how I know that he exists in the world because we were talking about this.
Lacey and I were on the show. I'm like, I wonder if Joe Exotic had those tigers, if those were his. And she found out they were.
Yes. I remember him coming to the mall because I think at the time I worked at the mall library when he came in, but I can't remember. I couldn't.
You guys
have
been at the mall for quite a bit.
We've been at the mall since 1985.
No kidding.
Yeah.
You guys have seen like the life cycle of that place.
We've seen the life cycle of that mall. Yes, we have. And that's a good thing to point out for people that are coming to our mall programs. If you're coming to a program that's upstairs, the escalator still isn't working. So plan accordingly. And the only reason I say that to people is sometimes people will park at JCPenney upstairs and then come into the program, but Penny's closes at 7 and our programs don't finish usually until 7:30. Yep. So you're going to need to be able to get to your car. So we would always recommend people park either at the entrance by Olga's or the entrance where the old Hardee's used to be. It's on the same level. That way you don't have stairs if you can't manage stairs.
If I ever ran for mayor, I would use the mall escalator as my launching platform. I'd come
the mall escalator.
I'd come down it and give the speech.
If it works. You might just be at the top.
Can you hear me down there? So what else? Anything else coming down the pipeline?
So we do have a couple of things coming up. The things that we talked about. But the one thing I wanted to bring up to people is we have 2 databases that I think people
love these
will
things.
really like. The first one is called Learning Express. So you just go on our website. It's HaynerLibrary.org. We have a page that actually has our databases on there. So at the very top, you'll see ebooks, online databases. And we have 2 sections. We have subscription resources and we have just general websites that we think might be helpful to people. Well, this is actually in the very first section, which is online resources, subscription databases. Okay. All of these databases are free.
That's
and
incredible.
With a library card from home, you can get all of these. I think we have a couple dozen of them. They're huge.
Look at this.
But we have one called Learning Express, and it actually, you can go online, you can prep for the ACT, SAT, AP college admissions exams.
Right here.
The GED, there's a GED study guide on there. There is, you can build workplace skills and prepare for the ASVAB, military service careers. And these are all practice tests too. There's also, you can study for graduate school admissions. So the GMAT, the GRE, the LSAT, the PCAT, all of those initial testings, for graduate and postgraduate exams. And also the U.S. citizenship test is on there.
Yeah.
Teachers can find all kinds of supplementary instructional resources that are aligned to math, reading, writing, social studies curriculum on there from elementary and middle school teachers. And there's even licensure testing for like if you're real estate exams, that kind of thing. All of that's free. You can get that from home on there as well. So we have that one. And then we have a new one that we just started subscribing to, and it's called Cook Around the World. It's actually called A to Z World Food. So if you're a foodie,
I saw that earlier.
if you're a foodie or you like to cook, you can go on here. It's all kinds of recipes, more than 7,000 traditional recipes from 174 different countries. And there's articles on ingredients and food culture. It's just it's really fantastic. There's cooking videos, food histories, articles on food technology, dietary philosophies, all kinds of stuff on there, so people can do that too.
Well, and just take it because the databases are so cool. I mean,
There's a ton of them.
so many different ones, and that's
Yeah.
worth the library card in itself.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
And then also Mango Languages, self-paced learning
so
language.
this
course.
one is awesome. This one we just got maybe
That's
like a month
awesome.
ago. So
Wow.
Mango, for anybody that wants to, so if people have heard of Rosetta Stone.
Right, that's expensive.
It's very expensive. And Mango Languages is like a competitor of Rosetta Stone, so it's equally as useful as Rosetta Stone. And this one is available for free. There's an app too, so you can download the Mango Languages app, and it's all kinds. So if you're traveling, if you're wanting to learn a new language, if you're in school and you're studying for languages, you can go to Mango Languages and learn a second language or a third language. It's
incredible.
So, yeah.
Anything else for us?
Well, September is library card sign-up month, so everything that we've talked about today, it would behoove you to stop
What
to
are
the
you
library.
doing?
Yes, stop by the
Yeah.
library. If you live in Alton, Godfrey, or Foster Township, get your free library card, and then everything we've talked about today, you'll be able to access with your card.
You're making me sweat. I got all worked up.
Yeah.
But seriously, I love this. This is your databases, honestly, I need to sign up and get all logged in so one day we can take a stroll through them.
I would love
maybe,
that.
And
I
do
would
that.
love that because the databases
Wow.
to me are one of the best resources that we have at the library.
You're right.
And they're the hardest ones to market because they're not super, like you can't create great flyers for them because they're so densely packed with so much information that's helpful to people.
You're right.
And what I love about them is, yes, we all know Google exists. Yes, we all know the internet exists. But if you've ever Googled something and gotten back an answer, you're like, this is not right. I don't know who this source is. Everything on these databases has been vetted. It's been edited. You can trust the information. It's accurate. It's timely because they're updated every single day. New information is added. So they're really, really helpful.
This is just like a spitball, but have you thought about like going up to like St. Peter's and putting a QR code for your home services directory and with your library?
Yeah, so one of the things that we're trying to do is get businesses involved with the library. So if you're a small business and you are hearing what we're talking about, we probably have a database that matches what your clients and your customers want.
Mm-hmm.
So I would love that. I would love to. We have a general flyer that we can bring up to your business, and we've done that. We have a general flyer that we can bring to your business with a QR code on it so people can scan it, take them straight to our website. We can also create a QR code for you for a specific database if you're interested in it. We just have all kinds of different things we can do with small businesses. If you have a waiting room that you're interested in coming, come to give me a call because we actually have a flyer for our children's ebook tumble book collection and Dial a Story, and we have a QR code for that. So if you have a waiting room and you're looking for something for kids to do while they're waiting, like at the bank or at a doctor's office, something like that, we'll bring a flyer up to you. You just scan the QR code. It takes you straight to the children's databases, and it'll keep them occupied. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, we'd love to work with any small business to bring our info to your business. So yeah.
Well, Mary, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having us.
With that being said, we aren't going to talk to Mary on Monday because we're going to take a day off as our laborers fought for. And with that being said, a quick note, we are following that home explosion in North County. There's still very limited updates and details on that, but that's just devastating. And just the explosion felt for about a couple of miles square, and from businesses to neighboring homes, there are several homes that are still on fire after that. What we do have is an update. 3 people were rescued and transported to an area hospital, but they are unknown numbers of victims at this time. And we're going to just keep you updated with what we know. But residents, we once again did feel that large boom, and more pictures from the scene just show you that destruction. Yeah, it's just terrible. We're following this right now from our regional partners, but Dan Brannon on the scene. With that being said, stay tuned to RiverBender.com today. Enjoy your Monday. It's a beautiful one. Enjoy it with your family, and go have a good one. School's back in, back to normal. Yep. See you tomorrow. Until then, try your best to stay out of jail.
He said it